Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and I am loading on chamomile tea because there's a bug going on around, so I preventive measures. And in today's video I would like to talk about last minute studying before exams, so crunch time. I know a lot of you have exams coming up in the next month or so, or already in the exam week, so I thought that would be appropriate to give you some ideas on how I studied for the exam, like last minute studying. So the day before the exam, this is how I would study. First thing first, I would go over my lecture notes and my study notes. I would allocate myself about an hour to 2 hours to review the lecture notes, depending on the class and how hard it is and how long it was, and just go over this. First I would go over lecture notes, and then I would go over my study notes. And if you don't know how I did the study notes, I made a video before on my process of how I make my study notes, so check it out. So this is how I would start studying for the exam, like kind of last minute studying. Go over lecture notes, go over study notes. As I'm going over lecture notes and my study notes, I always would make myself sort of a cheat sheet where I would write all the formulas, if it was a math class or like formula heavy class like physics and chemistry. I would write all the formulas down, so later when I'm looking at it I can see everything that I need to know for that class, all the formulas. So this was an example for one of my geophysics classes. It's just one side of one sheet, that's it. That's all the formulas we had to know. The ones that I had trouble with, I would write them down. Once I went over all of my lecture notes and my study notes, like I said, it's about 2 hours of total studying. Then I would take a short break, about 15 minutes to half an hour, go have a snack, relax, go watch a movie or something short, and then I come back and go over my old exams. Now, these are fantastic, absolutely. If you have access to the old exams for the class that you're taking, absolutely go and practice old exams. And the reason it's important is because a lot of the times professors and teachers will reuse the questions from old exams. They might paraphrase them or they might structure them a little differently, but they are a lot of the times they take them from old exams. This is an example from one of my biology classes. This professor was amazing because he would give exams as back as 2001. So I printed them all out and I would time myself. So each exam was meant to be 50 minutes. So I would time myself, give myself 50 minutes and go through one exam at a time and make sure I sort of understand everything. And if I didn't understand, I would go back to my lecture notes, check why I got it wrong, and then so forth and so long. So absolutely go over old exams. Now, where to find them is a lot of the times professors will post them. However, if you have like a resource through university, they would let you just download them through that resource. If you can't find them, ask your professor if you can get access to old exams. And if you don't have old exams, the best next thing is practice problems at the end of each chapter in your textbook. So go over, like at the end of each chapter, go over the practice problems, because those are like the closest to the exam's questions as you can get. Now, after I went over like the old exams, depending how many I had, so for example, for this biology class I had like a ton, so that would be like 4 or 5 hours of just going over old exams. And if I had time or sort of capacity to study some more, then only then I would go back to my textbook and go over some of the textbook material if I still felt a little shaky on some portions of the class. And that's it. That's all I would do as a last time minute crunch studying. If you're panicking and trying to learn too much the day before, like it's just not gonna work. So you have to filter the most important material and really just go with it, because it will give you better results than trying to absorb everything at the same time. It just doesn't work. So go over your lecture notes, create yourself a cheat sheet with all the formulas, go over old problems, old exams, and that's it. Like you will be good. And the day of the exam, so like an hour before the exam or when I wake up, like whatever the day of the exam, if you have time before, that's all I would do is go over this formula sheet, or the concept sheet as I call it, and just calm my nerves down and go and write it. And that's pretty much it. So if you have other tips that you can share, comment below, subscribe, give it a like. Also, a month before I did a giveaway, and this YouTuber that won it was DBZGal Sayan. I hope I pronounced this right. If you are watching this video, send me a message through YouTube or through Instagram and we can figure out how I can get this to you. If you participated in a giveaway and haven't won but would love to, stay tuned, stay subscribed, because I'm doing another one at 5,000 subscribers. So hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet, and good luck on your exams, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!